Hi all! In this short video, we will be demonstrating the ease of integrating invoice processing flow using SnapLogic. I'm Goce Mirchevsky, SnapLogic integration consultant in Interworks. I have with me my colleague Peter Rechinovsky, who will be demonstrating and guiding through the implementation process. Interworks is a transport integration consultancy that enables global, growth-oriented companies to execute efficiently. We optimize the processes and human capital for our customers and empower them to consistently outsmart their competition. We are implementation and training partner of SnapLogic since 2015.
Thank you, Goce. We can see that the SnapLogic is positioned as a middleware between the vendor's application and the NetSuite system. When some invoice is generated on the vendor's application, it is sent to the SFTP location provided by the vendor, and we have a SnapLogic process that is running on a regular schedule and is picking up the invoice files. Once the file is picked up, then it is going to be parsed and validated, and if the file is validated successfully, it is saved into the NetSuite into the NetSuite file object. Then the second copy of the file is going to be validated against the constraints in regards of the fields and the structure of the file, and second validation will be made using the business requirements from the client. And once both the validations are done successfully, we are going to map the input data appropriately and pass it to the invoice. Actually, we'll submit the invoice in NetSuite. Once the invoice is confirmed from the NetSuite side, then we're going to confirm that the invoice is created, and we'll delete the input file from the SFTP in order to prevent that appropriate file to be executed again and a new invoice to be created. So in case of error in a SnapLogic site and in case of rejection of the invoice on NetSuite site, we'll have SnapLogic error handling process that will generate a notification for the vendor, and will also store the failed data for further analysis and debugging. So let's go to the
So Peter, one question here. So instead of putting all these validation and structures on the NetSuite site, our client has decided actually to put them in SnapLogic in order to be easily upgradable and change, and also to be able to add new vendors to the flow, correct?
Exactly. So all of the validation of the fields and the business validation are done in SnapLogic using the SnapLogic predefined connectors.
So they can be also easily modified and upgraded
yes,
needed.
Yeah,
and
at any time.
That will leave basically the NetSuite system, which is actually the building system, just to process the invoices.
Exactly.
Okay.
So let's go and implement the invoice processing pipelines. And for that purpose, we'll change the name of the pipeline using the edit pipeline window, and we'll name it as 01P1 process invoice using the convention, and we'll save it. So we have a pipeline that is ready for implementing the invoice processing. So next thing will be getting the file reader snap, and we can see this pretty easy, just drag and drop, and we are using file reader snap to read the files that are created on the SFTP location provided by our client, and we just need to name the SFTP location and add the appropriate account on this. We can see that the iris in this situation is used for suggesting the next snap that should be used in the flow. So the iris assistant is one of the great features provided by the SnapLogic platform, and it is always helping the developers to achieve faster development time.
So even though it is giving suggestions, so what will be the next snap that will be used? So even though if we don't have idea at the moment when we are developing, it definitely help us to
Yeah,
how the flow should look like.
exactly. So it is based. The prediction is based on the data collected and stored. From the SnapLogic platform, and it is working on artificial intelligence model, and that's how it is providing the suggestions, and also it is providing us full pipeline suggestions and some point if you use the suggest pipeline feature. So
Awesome.
in this case, we just click on the CSV parser and we'll rename it the label of the snap, and we are ready to parse and get the valid and see if the content is valid CSV. So we are using the validate feature, and we can see the full we can see the preview of the data that is going through the pipeline at the moment. So
this is real-time validation.
yeah, this is really helping for development purposes when developers are building the pipelines. And next we'll continue using a copy snap, and this snap will create two copies, and the second copy of the snap of the data will be just save invoice to a file object. So we are renaming the NetSuite snap. So in this case, we are using select NetSuite create snap, and we are changing the file, the object to a file.
So this is the raw object basically from the diagram where when the chart go down to the raw file.
Yeah,
correct?
exactly. So this is the raw input. So we'll keep it in a file. And next we're gonna search for a mapper snap, which is one of the basic snaps used in SnapLogic for building and transforming the data. And in this case we need a mapper snap just to make sure that we have the appropriate structure for further processing. So we can see there are predefined functions, JavaScript and SnapLogic functions that are really easy to use and implement, and it gives a really fast developing time. So after retaining the structure and getting the appropriate fields, then we'll go and make a structural validation using the data validator snap. So in this case, as you can see in the diagram that we showed previously, we are using to define the source path, the constraints. So we are using the data validator to define the constraints and constraints values. So we have for example pattern type, max, min, and other constraints, and it is really making the data validation really fast and easy. So you can see that you just need to add few fields, and that is all you need to validate the data. And we have at the stage when we should create or actually submit the invoice using the NetSuite create snap. We're setting up the parameters in the NetSuite create snap, and next step is when the invoice is successfully created, we should notify the vendor, and that is for that purpose we are using the email sender snap, which means that we'll send an email notification, and also we can attach files and do some other using JavaScript, and do some other interesting more understandable content in the template of the content of the email message. And once the notification is sent that the invoice is processed successfully, we're gonna remove the file from the input SFTP location, which means that it is processed successfully and will not get that file again because it is completed fine. So we are validating the pipeline at the end of the development stage, and we can see that all the snaps are properly configured. So for the purpose of error handling, we'll use the error pipeline, which is a mechanism in SnapLogic to handle the errors. And you can use, for example, one shared error. It is a good practice to use one shared error pipeline that can handle multiple other pipelines, and that means that we are enforcing the reusability, which is an important component while developing in SnapLogic. So for that purpose, we are just selecting the error pipeline. We are selecting the keys and the values that should be sent into the error pipeline parameters, and you can also see that it is really easy to just search for the appropriate value and just get it from the suggestions.
So basically here we will just plug and play the error pipeline. So
yeah,
we can plug it in each pipeline and continue using the behavior for that error pipeline.
Yeah, exactly. So that is a great feature that we can reuse the pipelines again and again, so we don't need to create them again. Going back to the diagram, we can see how from an idea we came to realization in short period of time. We started from the diagram and built pipelines step by step, taking in the raw data from the SFTP server, applying all the validations and transformations in a fairly straightforward fashion. This was made possible by having the large collection of snaps available, the Iris assistant, and all the other features that SnapLogic offers. Hope you'll find this video helpful for you and your colleagues. If you're interested in more details, feel free to contact us on sales@interworks.com.mk or snaplogic@snaplogic.com. Thanks for your time and have a good day.